Hey guys, Strutter here. It's May the 20th, 2014, and first a brief channel update. As you know, I stopped doing videos in January to focus on making currency and lowering my personal vulnerability, and I decided to concentrate my efforts on my existing business. It's something totally separate from YouTube and Silver. It's something I've been doing for 10 or 12 years now, an online business, and I decided to just put my time into that, put all my efforts into that, because I thought, if I could go back to work for someone else, slaving for a paycheck and pay taxes and all that kind of stuff, or I could just put all of that time, every spare moment into that business and just see if I've never given it 100%. I've never really given it 100%, especially not since I started this channel. This channel started to take more and more of my efforts and more of my energy and time. And, I did that on purpose. I did that knowingly, but it came to a point where I have to reverse that, I guess. So I've put everything into my business now. And so far, so good. Signs of life anyway. It feels like I'm moving in the right direction. There's a long way to go. I would rather be doing videos. I would rather be, trying to promote the cause, trying to make things better, I guess. The stuff that I like to do on this channel, I would rather be doing that, but I think you know that. I just can't right now. So I am going to keep working toward the goal of doing that again when I can. But first of all, here I want to take a moment to thank everybody who's offered words of friendship and support and encouragement, and thanks as well, over the past several months that I've been gone quiet since the beginning of the year. Wow, is it almost halfway through the year already? Thank you, everybody. And as you can see in front of you, I've received some gifts. Well, these aren't all gifts. I bought some of these myself, traded for one of them and bought one, but this one is actually obviously gold. That's from a subscriber, so supporter. Thank you so much for that. 1/10 ounce eagle. That wasn't the only coin I received, but anyway, I have this Sunshine Minting generic round. This one here is from Silver Bugs, from Daryl over at Silver Bugs, or Silver Junkie 999 here on YouTube. So thank you very much, Daryl. I said I would mention the Silver Bugs group on Facebook, and I'll put a link to that down below. I think actually he's moved on from that group since this happened. This is a couple months ago, so sorry I didn't get that link out before now, buddy. Hope you're doing good down there. I'm always watching your channel for new videos. See you in Bullion Bugs sometime. This is a Falcon, obviously. Falcon Beautiful. Oh, damn. Shouldn't have said that. I'll cut that out. Foul jokes. This is obviously the first in the Wildlife series coin set that's coming out from Royal Canadian Mint. That is the Peregrine Falcon 1 ounce. There's only 1 million of each of these made, just like the Timber Wolf and the Grizzly Bear and Cougar and whatnot from the previous series. So just a heads up, if you haven't heard of this coin, haven't got maybe 1 or 2 copies just for yourself. That side's typical, but quite a nice coin, you must admit. That's quite a nice coin. And the Royal Canadian Mint seems to have fixed their milk spotting problem they had back in 2011 and earlier. I haven't seen anything from them that's milk spotty in a long time, so they're just brilliant. And I do have those, so if you're looking for some of those, they're not available on CanadianSilverBullion.com, but if you want to contact me directly by email, we'll set it up. And yes, I've never had these Silver Bullet, Silver Shield coins before, but I received the Freedom Girl and the Cannabis, which is the Silver Maple Leaf, obviously. Parody. Great rounds, I like them. Received those from a friend, and lastly I received this from a friend. I also received some seeds, different types of seeds. I have some of those growing in my garden now. Some I'll save for next year. I got a CD here and a letter from a friend, so thank you very much. and just tons and tons of messages and encouragement. So I'm very blessed. I have lots of great fans, supporters, friends around the world. So I am glad that you have gotten something from watching the channel and participating in this, whatever we have going here, this channel. And hopefully it's not the end. Hopefully it's going to continue, but that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to thank those people very much for those gifts. And there also was a financial gift of dollars. So thank you very much to the friend who sent that, and he did not want to be named, as did these guys not want to be named either, for gifting the coins. But thank you to all of those people who have thought of me and have given something of themselves to me. So that was really, really awesome. Thank you so much. And even though I'm not producing videos right now, I'm still certainly watching the data as it comes in and listening to the news and paying attention to things. So what follows is a few of the charts that I have been keeping up on. I'm not going to have time to do them all, and I won't go into great detail on each one, but I'll flash them up on the screen. A lot of those charts you're familiar with that I was doing for the past year or a couple of years even. And a little bit on the dreaded divergence as well, a bit of an update. And hopefully I can go into a lot more depth on all this stuff in a later time, but I just thought I would get this out here while I'm doing a video. 3.5 million Eagles have been sold so far from the US Mint. That's a projected total for May of 5.5 million. So far in 2014, sales of Silver Eagles have broken every old record since February. Here, 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 and projected May here. March's total of 5.3 million was higher than any previous non-January month in history. January, of course, is artificially high for a few reasons, including the fact that they like to put December's numbers over on the following January. May could eclipse even that record. Now looking at demand by year, just over 1/3 through the year now, and we're halfway to last year's massive record high already. 50 million looks very likely this year, perhaps more. Now move the data, including the projected 50 million in 2014, over to a line graph. Add the yearly high silver spot price in blue, and you have the price-demand divergence graph. Demand for silver has always roughly followed the spot price of silver, up to and including 2012, but in 2013 there was an unexplained discrepancy, and since then it has got even wider. I trust these demand numbers. In fact, if anything, they're likely higher than reported. It's these artificially low prices that I think are the culprit. With that said, keep stacking the physical. In gold news, the same investigators that exposed the LIBOR scandal, the biggest, if not the biggest, financial scandal in history, are now coming out and saying that the gold market is just as rigged or more rigged than the LIBOR rates were, and it's an even bigger scandal about to be unfolding. That's pretty big for gold. And in silver fundamental news related to that story is silver fixing is going to end come mid-August. I'm not sure what effect that will have on the price, if any, but it seems to be a pretty big story. It wouldn't be a silver update without at least a glance at the chart. Here is where it was in January when I left YouTube, 19.5. It went up to $22 shortly thereafter, and then came back down again, and we are approximately at 19.5 right now, so really nothing's going on. Bouncing along the bottom, it feels like to me. I don't see how this... I shouldn't say that, because I really do see how it could break down. I could see it just falling right from here, but the fundamentals don't support that at all. The fundamentals are just... but of course, this chart doesn't follow the fundamentals. This chart is so far removed from that, it's not even funny. So this can do anything, of course. It's at 1914 or 1942 right now. And of course that can do anything. All bets are off. They've shown that they can bring it down from 45 to 19, well, 49 briefly to 19, just on manipulation, just on... I don't know how they've done that, because it does not follow supply and demand of the metal at all. But that is certainly a lesson we can learn. This chart has nothing to do with supply and demand at all. So of the metal, it has only to do with sentiment regarding the electronically traded fund that is silver. But it has nothing to do with the metal at all, and we know that. But you could look at a daily chart as well. Same kind of things, just capturing that $19 to $20 channel that it has been in since it came down from QE3 at 35 bucks and crashed down, lost 50% of its value in a few months. And we've just been bouncing along the bottom since then, so not much else to say about the price. Very briefly, Bitcoin, as you probably know, has taken a big hit. It was over here in January, last time I talked to you, and I had mentioned how stable it had been at around 800 or 900. Well, as soon as I said that, MTG Gox, which was one of the exchanges trading Bitcoin, it's not Bitcoin itself. Everyone has to be very careful to understand that. It is an exchange, or was an exchange. Anyway, they were corrupt or they were inept, I think maybe a bit of both. And that caused Bitcoin to take a major hit. What do you think about the 2014 maples? I really like them. In March I did a tomato seed giveaway. I gave away about 80 packages of tomato seeds shipped around the world, mostly within North America, but a few exceptions were made for South America and Europe. And I hope those tomatoes are growing or soon will be growing, and I hope anyone who's growing them this year does well. My own garden is in, yes. The tomatoes are still in the greenhouse, but they will be moved out into the garden probably within the next couple of weeks. They're only a few inches tall right now, but they're doing pretty well, so it looks like it's going to be a good year for tomato farming, at least in my garden. How's yours? I've been asked if I have any other YouTube accounts other than Drutter, or if I will be getting any other accounts. I know other people do that as a backup or for whatever other reason, but no, I don't have any other channels, and I won't have any other channels unless for some reason there's a need for that, but I don't have any intentions. So if you see anyone else on YouTube that says that they're me, it's not me. And for that matter, if you see anyone on the internet at all that says that they're me using the name Drutter, it's not me unless it's here on YouTube or if it's on Paltalk. I also have an email address with that name, but I don't use any other social networking sites under the name Drutter, so if anyone says that they are me or trying to sell something, for example, to use my name somewhere else, it has happened in the past, that's not me. So I am just here on YouTube or on Paltalk. I uploaded an interview a few days ago with musician and activist Diesel Automatic. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link here and you can check it out. I'd really appreciate that. Toward the end of the interview, he does a live rendition of a couple of verses, and I'll play a small amount of it here.
We in the trap, and the corporations running it. It's funded by the money that the people give the government. The trap. We in the voluntary prison. The cause of our affliction is the monetary system. Usury is a trap. Fiat money's a trap.
Friday afternoon, Patillo Bridge crossing. Pretty good, as usual. The U.S. national debt is now $17.5 trillion. Real unemployment numbers continue to get worse. Almost 25% of the population now is unemployed. The official number continues to get better and better. Now apparently somewhere around only 6% of people are unemployed. Alright, I'm going to get back to work, but I'm still going to be around. You can always send me a message. Just go to the About tab on my channel page and click Send Message. Alright guys.